or by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red.
Hungry for something real? Come to HF Crave, Lincoln's favorite spot for burgers that are anything but basic. Locally sourced Nebraska beef, hand-cut fries, and bold flavors that'll make your taste buds cheer. Whether you're craving the classics or ready to try something wild, they've got the burger that gets you. HF Crave. Fresh, local, craveable. Find them at 48th and Holdridge or order online at hfcrave.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here, and I've got some great news for you. Kobelt Chevrolet GMC is proud to be the #1 fastest growing GMC dealer in the Omaha and Lincoln metros. Kobelt is also celebrating its 50th anniversary. We want to say thank you to all of our customers that have helped us reach these milestones. So come see why so many customers, including myself, are choosing Kobelt Chevrolet GMC for their automotive needs. Please check us out at KobeltCars.com.
Are you looking to upgrade your equipment and keep cash in your pocket? Through October at Landmark Implement, get up to a 24-month waiver on select John Deere tractors and combines, or lock in a 2.9% fixed rate for 36 months, followed by a qualified standard rate for another 36 months. Whether you're thinking of this year's harvest or planning ahead, we've got a solution that works for your bottom line. Visit your local Landmark Implement for more details, or check us out at landmarkimp.com and experience the Landmark difference.
Bonsall Pool and Spa's annual Spooktacular sale is here. Now through November 1st, get an extra $1,000 off hot tubs at an already low sale price and get $500 off the already low sale prices on infrared and traditional saunas. All hot tub water care products and accessories are also for sale for the Spooktacular sale, now through November 1st at Bonsall Pool and Spa at 33rd and Highway 2. Call for more info at 402-488-0148 or visit bonsallpool.com.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Hungry for something real? Come to HF Crave, Lincoln's favorite spot for burgers that are anything but basic. Locally sourced Nebraska beef, hand-cut fries, and bold flavors that'll make your taste buds cheer. Whether you're craving the classics or ready to try something wild, they've got the burger that gets you. HF Crave. Fresh, local, craveable. Find them at 48th and Holdridge or order online at hfcrave.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. It's time to go one-on-one with DP. Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America, on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Here is your host, Derek Pearson, brought to you by Canopy Street Market.
Tuesday. Boom. Oh, 11:01 Lincoln time. Weather. Wet. Rain is wet, people. That's the breaking news. 402-464-5685, the Starter Hammond text line. You want to be a part of what we're doing? And you do. You absolutely do. Reach out. Hit us with a what's up, and we will include you in the show, let you be a part of the party. You can follow on all the video streams, Facebook, YouTube, X, Allo Channel 961. You can download the Ticket app. You should. Take us where you're going so we can be where you're at. That way you don't miss anything. And then you don't have to text in and complain that you missed something. You have to go back on the podcast, which is okay too. Before we introduce our special guest, In tennis, the scramble is the same. It means chaos has happened. Once a day at 11 o'clock, at 10 o'clock, Bach scrambles. He scrambles. So, Bach, if you would, kind sir, pay the bills, pay the bills.
Today's show is sponsored by Hamilton Telecommunications, bringing you the latest quality technology and communication services since 1901. Whether it's residential or business, Hamilton has the answers. Visit hamiltontel.com for more info today.
Thank you, kind sir. Greatly appreciate it. We will, in the 11:30 segment, we will have the folks from Tipsy Tina's in. They feed us on Tuesday, and we need to connect them to our guest and his program so that he can get his gentleman fed in a fine, healthy Tipsy Tina's taco cantina sort of way. Let's bring in the head coach, Husker Tennis, Peter Kobelt. Coach, what's happening? What's good with you?
Man, I'm loving the rain. I was just down in Texas yesterday. It was 94 degrees and smoking hot, humid, and coming back. I love the fall weather. It's football weather, baby. It's time. November's right around the corner. Let's go.
It's funny too that Texas life. Lived down there for geez, I think we were there 5 years, 4 years, 5 years. And you never get used to the Texas heat.
It's tough.
No, sir. No, sir. We would have to coach in it 2-a-days for football. And we started those early because Texas football starts early. And they would have the morning practice. They still do 2-a-days. But the morning practice was at 6 a.m. to beat the sunrise. And it would be 88 degrees at 5:30. And you just go, yeah, this isn't good. This isn't good. And then the later practice is midday. And it feels like the sun is sitting on the back of your neck, just leaning on you.
Yeah. Different conditions than what we're experiencing right now. That's for sure.
What were you in Texas? Were you recruiting?
Down there recruiting, seeing a guy that we're looking at hard. Down on the border of Mexico, Harlingen, Texas. Hot, man.
Oh, he's is he a native? Is that where he's from?
No, he's from Germany. He's
from Germany.
He's been over here playing some tournaments, so easier to fly down there than to fly to Germany.
Hey, sir.
So
catch him when you can catch him.
Right.
Yeah. What does that look like for you? Because you don't have the huge football staff of recruiters. You don't have the full basketball staff. Explain to the folks when we say that recruiting season, it's always recruiting season for you.
It's always recruiting season, yeah. A lot of it, my assistant does, Brett Foreman. He does a fantastic job of it now. We kind of combo. We sit down a couple times a week, once a week at least, and we talk about where we're at with everyone, what we need to do, who do I need to message, where are we at, how many guys do we need. We go over the whole board. What type of player are we really looking for? Are we going to be able to go out there and get them? Nowadays you kind of have to be able to, if you want to go and get a guy, you have to have all your ducks in a line, include, with you got to make yourself really stand out. And that's one of the things that I'm working hard to get through is making us really stand out as a program. So we do that on the court. We do that how we work. We do that with everything that Nebraska has to offer. We do that with outside competitions that are brought to the University of Nebraska. And then the last piece is, the NIL part. So I think we're getting really close to rounding out the circle with everything that we can offer. And it's a constant race. As soon as you get to where you want to be, you find out someone's one step ahead of you. So, that's why what Brett does on the recruiting side, he's able to dig out everyone, find all the recruits all over the world, put them on my desk. I start to build a relationship with them while then I can also focus on some of the other things that we're going to need in order to land a guy that we need to bring here if we want to take the next jump in the conference.
There's a lot to unwrap there.
Yep.
That in determining the styles and types of players that you want and need in the program to compete at this level at the University of Nebraska.
Yep.
So let's go through the list as much as you can say. The types of players. Let's start with that. The types of players, different types of players that can play at the Big Ten level and be successful. What are we looking at?
Yeah, the first thing I look at is, how do they win? Do they go out there and are they finding ways to win? Are they finding ways to lose? Do they get a little bit nervous under pressure? The guy I watched yesterday got down 4-0 in the first set. It was 95 degrees and he's not used to the heat, and he could have quit against a guy that he's better than. Been real easy, and he didn't. So he came back, won the first set, won the second set, and won a miserable match. So those are the types of things that I look for. I think that are super important. Obviously, you need in the Big Ten, you play a lot of indoor tennis. It's big hitting, aggressive, coming to the net. Kind of tennis. So you kind of have to understand where you are and what. Our goal is to win the Big Ten conference first, and if you want to do that, you have to have guys that are able to either hit big or be able to defend it really well. So all these things come into play. You don't always need a guy to come and play number one. You might find a guy that you really like at 6, and you're like, okay, that guy can play for us, but probably at 5 or 6. And then you kind of try and round out your lineup. So most of the time, I would say teams are looking for guys that can play number 1 or number 2, because that just elevates everyone on your team. But if there's someone that's playing 6 that doesn't lose, Bach, it's 1 point for the good guys.
Well, that's the part about the tennis aspect of it, is if you have 6 competitors, you just have to be more competitive than whatever seed you're playing against.
Right.
It doesn't really matter.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, yes, if you have the resources to pull 6 number 1s, you're going to win more matches.
Exactly.
But the reality is that's not really how things are working. The depth pool doesn't work that way. And then now you're trying to identify who fits for you, who will fit into your system, and your style of play, and then your style of coaching, and then getting them here from wherever they are in the world to Lincoln, Nebraska, to see the facilities and otherwise. Is that the easier or tougher sell?
I don't know if selling Nebraska is that tough. I think it's just you got to be really good at communicating with people and have you got to have good relationships with not just players, but you also have to have great relationships with coaches and agents and people overseas. And I think that's something that for me, a lot of people know me overseas just because I lived there for 6 years. I was overseas for 6 years playing pro tennis. So people know who I am. Former players know who I am that are now coaching players in all the different countries. So it's real easy to say, okay, this player's from Czech. I played with 10 guys from Czech. So I can message all 10 of them and say, hey, do you know this kid? What's his number? And, I already have an in because I know the coach or I know somebody like that. So there's a lot of that goes on. But, yeah, I mean, I think we finished 39 in the country last year. We finished 5th in the Big Ten. I think we're starting to register on the radars of some of these top recruits. And, we have this ATP event that we have every year here. That's really lucrative to these players, knowing that there's an event like that here in Nebraska. There's only 8 of them that go on college campuses here in the United States, that size. So that's one thing that sticks out. And then, you have to be able to come to the desk with a good offer nowadays to really, really grab their attention. And then I think once they're like, okay, I'll come on a visit then, and they see everything, they're like, all right, deal's done. So I think it's that simple, but I don't know.
Most people don't, when you say you have to have a deal just to get them to the table. What are we talking about? What can you share?
Well, you're not allowed to talk about NIL with recruits. I don't know what the rules are yet. I don't know if they're quite clear on rev share. There's ways to do it, I believe, but you have to be careful what you offer because you want to play by the rules and stay within the rules. But you also have to, you have to be able to communicate and say, hey, this is the direction that we're moving in. This is the stuff that we're going to be doing. If you want to learn more about it, call this number, talk to this person.
Compliance office.
Well, yeah,
NIL office.
Yeah, we have an NIL director, Jonathan Bayman at the school that does an amazing job. There's people that can help.
Is he sane right now? Is Jonathan Bateman? Do we need to check on him?
Jonathan Bateman's the man.
Do we need to do a wellness check on him? Because that 655 athletes in the system, plus the people who are trying to get in the system.
Yeah, I mean, he's working with over 1,000 athletes.
And the parents,
easy.
And the agents, and the coaches.
Yeah, I mean, if anyone needs to build out a staff, it's that guy. He needs as much help as he can get. But from what I've been told, Mr. Dannon, Troy, he's one of the finer athletic directors in the country. I truly believe that, and he speaks extremely highly of Jonathan. He works with him all the time with some of these major sports that are doing deals left and right, and I think we're in a really good position there with Jonathan kind of spearheading the NIL department, rev share department, making sure everything's looking good from a financial standpoint. So I think if there are changes, I think things are liquid here, and we can make the necessary changes that we need to make sure that when things do change, because they will change again for sure, that we're able to make the move quickly and adapt swiftly, so that we can kind of be the team that is navigating through the seeing the forest through the trees kind of with this space, because that's kind of what it is right now.
Bach, did you hear that there are more changes coming?
I think there's always
did that land with you that just it is Roddy Piper? Just when you think you know all the answers, they change the questions. That it will change again, and being proactive and having a plan for this stuff. Explain to people the difference, because we think in recruiting and then transfer portal that NIL and revenue share get thrown together, and they're not. You're talking about two entirely different universes and vacuums.
Two different things.
Right? So the revenue share is for who?
The revenue share is for the teams that are generating revenue, that are bringing revenue back to the athletic department. And that's a pot of money that's being distributed between those sports. I don't know what Mr. Dannon's planning on doing. I know there's a way in a world where if there's a player that's doing really well in an Olympic sport, I believe that if we needed to keep a guy here, that he would be able to find a way to do that with rev share, which is a great feeling, knowing that, if we do our job on the court and we have to keep someone here, that they'll help us out with that. But, look, the engine here is football. Football is responsible for 90% of the revenue in the athletic department. They're the ones that build the facilities and give out all the scholarships that, anything you see over there is mostly done because of football. So they're going to get the bulk of the rev share, and rightfully so. But yeah, trying to find the balance there, and then trying to figure out creative ways to get into the NIL space, and finding ways for our guys to benefit from that, which is kind of the name of the game right now.
And then in the transfer conversation, and there's a difference between recruiting international players who have experience otherwise elsewhere, and a college student who's in the system, NCAA system, who simply wants a new place to play. How do you navigate that space? Because it's generally different. You talk about agents. The agents would mainly be international players who have toured and kind of done some things, versus the college players who may or may not have managers or agents.
So in the college tennis space, you have we call them agents, but they're really just like college placement. They're like people that have businesses that help you just select the right college, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's their business model. And you sign up, and I think they pay a fee for their service, and then they reach out to coaches for you, they build a video for you, the resume, all that stuff. They help you go on visits, they help you, you got to do all the paperwork, all the transcripts. You have to have your transcripts, they all have to be translated, they have to make sure the school accepts them. If they're each country's different, they all graduate at different times, they all have different transcripts. So all that stuff those agents can help with. And then when they go into the portal, if they do happen to go in the portal, they'll reach back out to those guys and say, hey, like that one didn't work out. Can you help me find a new one? That happens a lot. Sometimes they don't go back, because usually you have to pay for their service again, and then they'll kind of do the transfer portal by themselves. But after a year or two, the players know like which schools are divvying
really
up,
interested,
are really interested.
Maybe a better fit
in their services. Yeah. If you know what I mean.
Yeah. Sometimes telling somebody, no, that's not your pool. Your visa doesn't charge at this restaurant.
Sure. And a lot of times we learn a lot in recruiting, like what people are doing, what schools are doing what, by, that's how you kind of know, you kind of catch up.
Read my mind.
So, I mean, it's tough right now. It's not easy for anybody. It's not easy for football. It's not easy for basketball. It's not easy for men's tennis. I mean, all the sports have their own challenges. You know, the numbers just keep going up and up and up. I mean, in every sport, but for football, I can't even imagine. You know, it's crazy. So they got to figure it out. They've got to figure out a way to cap some of this stuff in every sport. I think the money's here. The toothpaste is out of the tube. We're never going back. But can we find a model that is efficient, that works for every sport, that makes sense, that that's not going to ruin the future of college sports? I think there's a path and there's a way, and I think the leadership's great, and I really trust that Mr. Dannon and the Big Ten are going to be the leaders of it all. So I'm not super worried. But as a coach, you're like, we've got some momentum now. How are we going to keep this momentum when you're, looking in 5 different directions? It used to be like, hey, this is what we got to do. Now it's like, okay, this is what I think we got to do. And then now it changes. So my job is to try and project what the next 3 years are going to look like. Seeing in the next 3 years, what does that look like? What's for sure going to be here? How can I make sure that, we're positioned in 3 years to be one of the best teams in the conference, and then one of the best teams in the country too. So I feel like that's the name of the game. Fundraising is and figuring out where you need to be in 3 years. That's kind of like my number one job.
We are, if you just joined us, we are with Husker men's tennis head coach Peter Kobelt, and in these conversations, there are discussions that in the recruiting vacuum that high school talent is losing out, that it makes it much more difficult for high school talent to get recruited because people really need the immediate fix of having a college ready, a high Power 4 level talent come into your program. You may not have time to develop, and you may not have the resources to develop. So from your thinking, how should fans think about high school talent in the recruiting process versus transfer talent in the recruiting process?
Yeah. So I would say that just like it is changing for us, it's also changing for them. So the things that they were doing normally to be recruited and to go on a team, though, that's not it anymore. They have to upgrade. They have to, these recruits have to be better. They have to be willing to sacrifice more and do different things in order to get on the radars of these coaches, because, at the end of the day, in every sport, here for sure, like the expectation is to win and to continue to improve. So it doesn't really help us to go out there and grab a bunch of developmental guys when, other teams are doing it in a different fashion. So you have to adapt. And what I would say is like, look, like to the parents and to the players that are coming in through high school, like everything's changing. Like the model that you've been used to and that we've been used to is gone. Will there still be time and a place for that stuff? Yes, but there's not a lot of a margin for error. Big Ten, you get 10 roster spots in tennis. SEC, you get 9. Not every school has to allot that amount either. So in last year we had 9 guys play, 9 guys that had to step in and play. So like we can't have 2-3 guys on our team developing that aren't ready to play. It's tough. So if we could have 12-13 guys in our team, that'd be a whole different conversation. But parents have to understand, like, the sports have changed, and if you want, the traditional recruiting is always there. They're still extremely important. I believe that that's the system that you still have to do. Is the bulk of it is that. But if you're going to ask me if if we're losing our 1-2 players in after this year due to graduation, if we're going to just bring in freshmen to come in and just roll with it, like that's not no, like that's
No.
we can't. That's not the model anymore, and that's okay. But we have to adapt, and they also have to understand that that's not the model anymore, and go develop somewhere if you're not ready, and then come back, and then look again if you want to come back. It's easy to transfer. It's not a big deal anymore, and it's not like it's the end of the world. It used to be at the end of the world, but my job is to position the University of Nebraska's men's tennis team in the best position that I can every year, and I got to make those hard decisions, and and I have to adapt with the times the best I can, whether I like it or you like it or anyone likes it, and that's the name of the game.
From the text line says, will you ask Coach the best way for a high school coach to reach out to him about a player?
Say it again.
The question is the best way for a high school coach to reach out to you about a player. What's the best way?
Email. I check my email every morning, every night. The days are pretty busy, but reach out to me. We're always at the tennis center too. I don't think I should give out my cell phone number.
Let's not do that. No, but sir.
Email. My email is easy to find. Huskers.com. It's all there. Reach out if you obviously, for me, it's important still that there's a representation of Nebraska on our team and or someone that has ties to Nebraska. I think that's still important, but we can't field a team of just local players that are good kids. Like we have to, we're trying to go from fourth place 2 years ago, fifth place last year to third place or second place. We're not 12th in the Big Ten trying to go to 10th. We're trying to knock on the door of some of the very best teams in our conference right now.
What information do you want in those reach outs? Because I think I know the answer to that question, but I'm not sure local folks would know. What if somebody says, I have a player that I think you might be interested, you have a list of questions that immediately pop into your head, size, GPA, talent level, tournaments played in, coaching, style of play, film. What's on the Peter Kobelt list?
I would say if you have video, send video. That saves everybody time. I pretty quickly from a tennis level standpoint that if the level is going to be there or not. And then phone number, obviously the grades matter too. What's their win-loss record? Who have they beat? Who have they lost to? All this stuff matters. But for me, the chip, we're only anteing up here. We're going all in, pushing all the chips into the table. We're going all out. For us, we're a program that doesn't have a lot of like tennis history, success in tennis. And it's not a shot at anybody, but it's just the truth. We don't have time to go from 39 to back to 50 in the rankings. We have to keep going up. We're not some of these programs where you can have a bad season or two and you have the luxury of sitting in a hotbed of recruiting prowess.
You're in a hub. You're not in Florida, California, Texas.
Or you don't have a whole bunch of national championships sitting in your closet either. So for me, the time is now. The sense of urgency is extremely high. It's got to happen now, and we got to make it happen. So, that's stuff that we work on every day. The guys know what the expectations are. Like, it's not for everybody, and that's okay, but that's what we're working towards.
Especially in this day and age where you turn on your TV and you hear the stories. There's LSU who will fire a coach for not winning enough. He's winning. He's just not winning enough for LSU. He's not winning a national title, and they're willing to write a $50 million plus check to move on from it. Winning now is literally the business that folks are in.
Exactly.
Right. So folks have to understand that, you as a coach, you're kind of peeking over the fence, right? Like, oh, that's what y'all are doing.
Yeah. Well, I wake up every day and I'm like, man, like if I don't do my job, I feel like the Mr. Dannon's going to come knock on my door tomorrow.
Right.
And he's,
and you're 39th in the country.
That's how I treat the job.
Yeah.
That's how I treat the job. If I don't treat the job like that, then the guys aren't going to come out and practice like that. And if they're not practicing like that, then we're not going to be where we need to be come January. So, that's just the way it is. It's not a job for the week. You got to be able to come in and handle stress and work through it and get better every single day.
I think people miss that. Before we go to break, and we've got the folks from Tipsy Tina's going to come in if they're here. I'm not sure if they made it in or not, but I do want to ask the question. You mentioned that sometimes you're looking over the fence and watching, sometimes in the recruiting process and the transfer portals, you hear what other folks are doing. How much of this are you moved by paying attention to what Michigan, USC, UCLA does in the recruiting? How much does it affect you here at Nebraska?
it doesn't affect really our day-to-day operation in terms of what we do and the standards we set and how we motivate our guys in work. But behind the curtains, I'm like, okay, like if this is what's happening, like what am I not doing? What am I not seeing? How are they doing that? How can we do that? Why aren't we able to figure it out here or do this or do that? So it's tough because a lot of it is he said, she said type of stuff. And you really don't ever know 100% what's going on, but that's my job, is like, we got to figure it out.
To know what the other folks are doing. Never underestimate the greed of the other guy. It's a thing. We'll throw it a break. Peter Kobelt, Husker Tennis, more one-on-one when we come back.
Download our app by searching 93.7 The Ticket in your app store. You're listening to One-on-One with DP on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Ryan, with all this red and all these people around, I'm still not seeing the tailgate.
Todd Spidell, former body shop owner, terrible driver.
We're getting close. Now, did you know with 3 locations in Lincoln and hundreds of years of combined technician experience, we can get Husker fans back on the road even quicker and safer after their tailgate mishaps? Oh, Todd, turn left right here.
Left or right?
Left, right here.
Right?
Well, you wait for the tow truck. I'm getting a hot dog.
Well, I guess while I'm waiting. All right! Most recommended! Eustace Body Shop. Woohoo!
Dude, you should be on American Idol.
You really think so?
No.
Accidents happen, even to Husker fans. If it happens to you, call Eustace Body Shop, where our customers send their friends.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Celebrate Halloween with the Lincoln Stars a day early on Thursday, October 30th, as the Stars host the Sioux City Musketeers. Wear your favorite costume to the game, as there's a contest for both adults and kids with prizes for both age levels. Also, it's a Chuck-a-Puck night, and PBR beers are 2 for $6. It's Halloween Eve at the Icebox on Thursday, October 30th versus the Sioux City Musketeers. Get your tickets today at LincolnStars.com.
Hey Husker Nation, this is Todd Euler, 2-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at WindowWorldLincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
Empire Netting and Fence delivers top quality netting and fence solutions. From major sports venues to backyard installs and everything in between, coast to coast. We take on tough jobs with grit, integrity, and a strong commitment to safety. Empire is growing, and we're hiring motivated people ready to grow with us. We build each other up, and we're building something big. Think you've got what it takes? Apply now at empire-fence.com. That's empire-fence.com.
Bonsall Pool and Spa's annual Spooktacular sale is here. Now through November 1st, get an extra $1,000 off hot tubs at an already low sale price and get $500 off the already low sale prices on infrared and traditional saunas. All hot tub water care products and accessories are also for sale for the Spooktacular sale, now through November 1st at Bonsall Pool and Spa at 33rd and Highway 2. Call for more info at 402-488-0148 or visit bonsallpool.com.
Mike, I've been thinking our house could really use a makeover. How about new siding?
I've been thinking the same thing. Have you heard of James Hardy?
Yes. Sarah down the street had Roofing Service Company install James Hardy siding on their home, and they love it.
Roofing Service Company does have great reviews.
They took her through the design process and made everything super easy.
Roofing Service Company offers expert design and installation. Couple that with James Hardy's durable products and variety of colors, you and your family will love your exterior remodel. Just visit roofingservicecompany.com. That's roofingservicecompany.com.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
The Lincoln forecast for today, scattered showers likely throughout the day. It'll be windy and cool with a high of just 49. Tonight, a chance of showers will be windy, the low around 42. Tomorrow, a chance of showers in the morning, otherwise partly sunny and windy, the high in 52. I'm meteorologist Kyle Fletcher for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you looking to upgrade your equipment and keep cash in your pocket? Through October at Landmark Implement, get up to a 24-month waiver on select John Deere tractors and combines, or lock in a 2.9% fixed rate for 36 months, followed by a qualified standard rate for another 36 months. Whether you're thinking of this year's harvest or planning ahead, we've got a solution that works for your bottom line. Visit your local Landmark Implement for more details, or check us out at landmarkimp.com and experience the Landmark difference.
For remote starters, audio upgrades, and more, there's only one place to go. Auto Sounds of Lincoln at 48th and O.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels and Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels and Joe. You're listening to One on One with DP, brought to you by Canopy Street Market on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It's so funny. This is trying to identify that I was not plugged in. Come on, get in here. And he's got the McKinney's pub here. There we go. Oh, now we need to introduce you to Coach Peter Kobelt from Husker Tennis, because that's the next relationship we need to work on. Yeah, we need to get that one done. So introduce yourself and let the folks know who you are. Come on, you're a pro at this now.
I have some problems here today.
I know. I love watching.
McKinney's Irish Pub and Tiffy Tina's Cantina.
Okay, and Coach Peter Kobelt, Husker Tennis, sitting next to you. What'd you bring today? What's the flavor?
You guys Memphis tacos today. So it's a beef brisket with barbecue sauce, a little bit of some the French onion crisp on it. So I think that's always been a popular one. I always bring you guys
we always love it, but none of us have to play 3 sets.
Right.
So we're going to try to have to figure out what can you make for Coach Kobelt and his Huskers.
Anything,
Coach. What's in the range from Tipsy Tina's, or it could be from the pub as well, because first of all, you may have the best French fries in all of them.
Oh, I love our spiral fries.
Yeah.
And then our corned beef is probably the best. We slow boil it for about 8 hours, and we shred it. We make it with brown sugar, white sugar, red and white onions, and a couple pitchers of Guinness.
Sounds good to me.
Well, we got the coaches covered. Yeah. And then we got to come up with something for the athletes that fits.
For the protein, one of our most popular items at McKinney's is our bangers and mash.
Okay.
So this is an Irish style sausage, and it's very, very good.
So I think that would be the way. It's just we'll have them come to what they've done for us with other programs is they will make meals, like a meal for each athlete, or they would just bring a buffet style and let your people kind of pick and choose.
All right.
But you would have to sit in line. I know you, Coach. I can see your mental process.
I just want to make sure we're dotting all of our I's and crossing all of our T's.
Well, here's the thing. Talk to Coach Manning. Talk to Coach Klempa. and talk to Coach Busboom Kelly, because they've all been a part of the process.
All right.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Well, yeah, I mean, if it all checks out, the guys would really appreciate that.
Oh, yeah. I'll get you in touch.
I've got a question for you, though.
Go for it.
How many $1 bills are inside of McKinney's?
We're probably around about 5,000 right now.
5,000.
Yeah.
That's the emergency backup plan.
So it's kind of funny. A lot of the fraternities and sororities, when they're rushing kids, they will have them go down to McKinney's and count them all. And about every fall, I get about 5 to 6 different numbers.
Really?
So I don't know if they're all counting them correctly. So, because the fraternities have called me and be like, "Well, how much is it?" I'm like, "I don't know, man."
Right.
Everyone's getting different numbers, but yeah, it started out the first night we were open. First Guinness that we sold, the guy signed it. I put a $5 bill up on the wall. For 2 to 3 years, that was the only dollar bill on the wall.
Really?
and then it just slowly took off, and then went nuts. And then about 3-4 years ago, we got broke into, and all the dollar bills got stolen off the wall.
Wow.
And
All of them.
A majority of them.
Wow. Terrible.
Yeah, we had an alarm system and everything, but the way he broke in, he kind of knew what he was doing. He broke in through one of our small, tiny windows and crawled through it.
Sure.
But we ended up catching him.
He
decided to go to Harbor Freight and try to buy $1,000 worth of tools and $1 bills with stuff written on it. So he got caught, and we got a lot of the dollar bills back. So that was pretty sweet.
Nice. Well, yeah. Every time I walk by, I'm like, man, it looks like there's more and more every time.
Yeah, no, and trust me, there's been numerous times I've thought about taking them down, but people make memories. I mean, I don't know how many dollar bills, like people have like first dates and they'll write their name and paste it up there. Or there's been family members that have passed away and their dollar bills up there, and their kids will come and look at it and stuff like that. So
that's cool.
Yeah.
Do we have any Husker Bucks up there signed by the Husker athletes?
Yeah, I think far as some other guys, like last year when they were the '94 team was down there, I think they signed a bunch of them, put them up there. So
see, Coach, there might be the move. That might be the move, and we still need to get the tennis trading cards.
Sure,
that needs to be that could be a thing that we can do, and maybe we'd have McKinney's actually kind of lead the charge for getting those things done.
Thinking about the dollar bills, I think Norv Turner has them.
Norvell is up in the building.
He was there for a coach's clinic a few years ago.
Okay, well, Coach is right here. Coach is right here. Look at you. Can tell this is how comfortable he is at home. You got to lean in. You got to lean in. We got to lean in. We got to make sure.
I'm just trying to prepare myself for tonight because we got the Maroon 5 concert in the Haymarket.
That's right.
We got the Yellow Card concert on Friday. Of course, Saturday we had the football game. We're closing down the parking spots in front of McKinney's and doing an extended beer garden. So I'm just kind of trying to mentally prepare myself.
So you don't get time off either?
No.
It's also holiday week or a Halloween.
Halloween, yeah.
So
I know I'm kind of
I'm
a big Yellow Card fan, but got 3 daughters. I don't think I can skip out on Halloween.
Sure.
Trick or treating.
Yeah.
So
trick or treating.
It would be a thing.
I don't think my wife would be happy.
No. We'll work that thing out. Here's the between the two outlets.
Mm-hmm.
How much of that for you is event based versus normal traffic? Your regular clientele.
I would say when it comes to the weekends, we're always busy, of course, because everyone's going down there. But the event clientele helps out a lot during the week. Because if there's not a lot going on during the week, it is an event area. With the new hotels that they put up, the new apartment buildings, you're starting to see more regulars now, especially a lot more of the college kids or young professionals are living down in that area. So you're starting to see a little bit more of that. The problem is with Pinnacle Bank, and I might get in trouble for saying this, but they have a tendency to overschedule too many things in a 1 week span. Like, for example, you had 4 country concerts just in September. If you're a country music fan, you're not going to be able to go to 4. You're going to pick one. They need to spread them out more. But I know what they're trying to do. But I don't know. Basketball season's always great. We love basketball season, especially like when you have a Monday, Tuesday night, which is normally slow, and you have a basketball game. That works out great. So,
is there a difference between, say, the men's hoops and the women's hoops, or is it pretty consistent?
The women's the last couple of years has grown quite a bit.
Yeah.
It used to be pretty slow, but the last couple of years, I think with more of the promotions they've been doing with tickets and stuff like that, we're starting to see a lot more of the crowd, especially like with baseball. The last 2 years, we've seen a lot bigger crowd of people coming down to the Haymarket.
So give the elevator pitch for both facilities, for McKinney's. What's the elevator for folks who have not found their way?
I guess. Okay, I'm sorry. What?
Your elevator pitch for who the restaurant is?
Oh, like so who we market to?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So McKinney's, we open up every day at 11 o'clock. We serve food till 10 o'clock. I'll kind of say during the day and night, we're kind of more of a middle-aged base. And then probably after about 10 o'clock, we become a little bit more of a college and younger bar. We have a lot of traditional Irish dishes like you can't find in town, like shepherd's pie, banger's math, corned beef and cabbage. Our ribbons are very good. Clam chowder. We make an Irish stew with lamb. So,
I've never eaten there before.
I know.
That's why we allow
we're
the
hitting
pitch,
our
man.
We're hitting our 12-year anniversary next week, and still a lot of people don't know we have food.
I didn't know you had food.
Yeah. Yeah, no, trust me. It happens all the time.
Yeah.
And then Tipsy Tina's, who's going and who should go?
Well, everyone should go.
What's on the menu? What's your
So we have about 14 street tacos. We have 3 to 4 different salad offerings. We got churros, desserts, fried ice cream. We do everything a la carte. So when you come to Tipsy Tina's, if you just want one taco, you just get one taco. We're not making you get a platter or get rice and beans or anything like that. Of course, you can add it. We have over 240 tequilas. And actually today is our 5-year anniversary of Tina's.
Wow. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Right.
I didn't see I've just been running around all day. So
Right. No, it's busy times, but that's kind of the point, was to introduce you to.
Yeah.
To get you two connected so that I think the programs could help one another. And
yeah.
They're safe places for your student athletes as well. So it's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you ever see our guys running through there when they shouldn't be.
Right.
You got to have the
Let me know.
relationship. You got to have the relationship. Yeah, we appreciate it. Well, thank you for always taking care of us. Thank you for always being a constant. And I can't wait to have lunch today because basically, my wife has put me on a diet of clean food. And
yeah, my wife keeps doing it too.
Yeah, it's amazing how that works. It's amazing.
It's
how
like
that
I have to go through like McDonald's drive-thru and sit in the driveway and eat my food so she doesn't see me.
So if they're going to Maroon 5, if they're going to Maroon 5 and want to get the service, what time should they get there?
I'd probably say I think the concert starts at 8:00, so I would recommend people get down there as soon as possible, between 5 and 6.
There it is. It's a busy night, Coach. You going to the concert? Are you a Maroon 5 fan?
I wasn't going to the Maroon 5 concert. It's Friday?
It's tonight.
It's tonight.
Yellow card is Friday.
We have tickets, kind sir, if you'd like
Do
to
you?
go. If you'd like to go, if you and your lady would like to go, we have tickets.
My lady might like to go.
Okay, so we're going to do that. And
All
then
right,
you'll
well-
stop by McKinney's or Tipsy
There you
Tina's
go.
on the way.
Done.
Fair enough.
Sounds good.
Thank you, kind sir.
It was a pleasure.
Great stuff. We'll go to break. We'll come back. We'll close out and set you all up for Adam Carricker, Bach in the black shirt, and Old School. It's a full Tuesday here on The Ticket.
Watch live on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. You're listening to One on One with DP on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red!
Tune in every Sunday from 3 to 5 p.m. for The Law of Lift with Dr. Lawrence Chatters. Sit back and enjoy listening to Dr. Chatters discuss real stories involving struggle, inspiration, and real-life experiences with special guests and insights. Remember, the higher the pressure, the greater the lift. The Law of Lift with Dr. Lawrence Chatters. Every Sunday from 3 to 5 p.m. right here on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather.
Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today: scattered showers likely throughout the day. It'll be windy and cool with a high of just 49. Tonight, a chance of showers will be windy, the low around 42. Tomorrow, a chance of showers in the morning, otherwise partly sunny and windy, the high in 52. I'm meteorologist Kyle Fletcher for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you looking to upgrade your equipment and keep cash in your pocket? Through October at Landmark Implement, get up to a 24-month waiver on select John Deere tractors and combines, or lock in a 2.9% fixed rate for 36 months, followed by a qualified standard rate for another 36 months. Whether you're thinking of this year's harvest or planning ahead, we've got a solution that works for your bottom line. Visit your local Landmark Implement for more details, or check us out at landmarkimp.com and experience the Landmark difference.
Bonsall Pool and Spa's annual Spooktacular sale is here. Now through November 1st, get an extra $1,000 off hot tubs at an already low sale price and get $500 off the already low sale prices on infrared and traditional saunas. All hot tub water care products and accessories are also for sale for the Spooktacular sale, now through November 1st at Bonsall Pool and Spa at 33rd and Highway 2. Call for more info at 402-488-0148 or visit bonsallpool.com. Schweizo Construction is now hiring for skilled craftsmen, steel erectors, concrete workers, and general laborers. Schweizo Construction offers great benefits like premium wages, health and dental insurance, paid holidays and vacation, 401k with company match, life insurance, and disability insurance. They pride themselves on a legacy of 40 years built on integrity and trust. Joining their team means becoming part of a family that values hard work, dedication, and mutual respect. Apply today at schweizo.com. That's SCHWISOW.com.
If one of the things running through your mind as a business owner is the recurring worry of possible cyber attacks, you can let out a sigh of relief. Hamilton Business Technologies has you covered. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we offer real-time threat monitoring, advanced security protocols, and more to keep your data safe from harm. We care about the success of Nebraska businesses and communities like yours. Learn how we can help you at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here, and I've got some great news for you. Koppel Chevrolet GMC is proud to be the #1 fastest growing GMC dealer in the Omaha and Lincoln metros. Koppel is also celebrating its 50th anniversary. We want to say thank you to all of our customers that have helped us reach these milestones. So come see why so many customers, including myself, are choosing Koppel Chevrolet GMC for their automotive needs. Please check us out at koppelcars.com.
Rosie's Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road, just south of 14th and Highway 2. Are you tired of your usual barbershop experience? Stop into Scissors and Scotch today. I know what you're thinking. Drink during a haircut? Don't worry. First comes the precision cut from one of their experienced barbers, followed by your complimentary cocktail in their upscale lounge. Scissors and Scotch blends your old school barber feel with your favorite watering hole. And now you can earn $10 off by simply mentioning the ticket. And if you're an existing member, still mention the ticket for an exclusive offer. Offer valid at Lincoln location only. Scissors and Scotch, located just south of 30th and Yankee Hill, and online at lincoln.scissorscotch.com.
Empire Netting and Fence delivers top quality netting and fence solutions. From major sports venues to backyard installs and everything in between, coast to coast. We take on tough jobs with grit, integrity, and a strong commitment to safety. Empire is growing, and we're hiring motivated people ready to grow with us. We build each other up, and we're building something big. Think you've got what it takes? Apply now at empire-fence.com. That's empire-fence.com.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe.
You're listening to One on One with DP, brought to you by Canopy Street Market on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back. Final segment. Adam Carricker will join us. It will be a little late, so I'll hang out with Bach for a little bit. Top of the hour. Get you all set up for that hour. And then it's a full day. Coaches and Huskers all day long. We do have some really cool stuff. Again, shout out to Armando Magro yesterday, Heather Brink, Lance Harvell, Coach Klempa. We're going to pull him back in the fold. We're just going to recruit hard with the coaches and get them in for these conversations. Jalen Reyes will be in tonight. Mark Manning will be in tonight. Yeah, Rocky Rooster from the Stars. It's just going to be a run. I want us to have access to the brilliance of these coaches. I don't want to put that pressure on you, Coach, but geez, the fact that, I mean, it's a master's class to sit here and listen to you talk about the NIL and the transfer portal and the shared revenue, because most people think they have a pretty good grasp on it. But that's not really possible unless you're in it every day and it still evolves. Is that a fair thing to say?
Well, what I would say and what I would like everyone to know is that it's literally changing almost every week. So I'll have I'll sit down and I'll talk to people that are willing and able to help out with the programs, which is great. and I'll say one thing one week, and then it changes, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I literally just told, person X, like, this is how this is working, and now I have to call them back and say, no, it's actually the opposite now. And they're like, so for everyone out there, it's not just the tennis world, it's for all the sports. It's a time of uncertainty, and each week it's changing. Sometimes there's months where it doesn't, and then it changes, kind of boom, 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 boom. Once something happens, then you have a ripple effect with how it's working and what to do. So I apologize in advance. This is just the way it is. So I appreciate everyone's support, and there's been a lot of people willing to support and help the program already. But it's only gonna get bigger. We're gonna need more and more people to help out with what we're trying to do. Again, I'm not content with being 39 and 5th place in the country. We're trying to win a Big Ten championship, and we're trying to win a national championship here. And I think that we can do that. So if we want to do that, we have to be the quickest to adapt. So I'm trying to do. I'm doing my best to accumulate all the information that I can, and with that, the people that support and that are willing to support, that's we have to be able to adapt and adjust the best we can. And I think that's the name of the game.
Yeah, I think talent levels, especially in the Big Ten, where it's super competitive. Top third of the conference, middle of the third of the conference, and otherwise. But you as a coach, the drills, the practice schedules, the time management, I think all of those things that one could help you build it, but I also think it's a drain to have the understanding that people don't know about Husker tennis. They may not have ever seen the facility. How do we get people to come down and see the Dillon Center, Husker tennis, and to witness what's going on so they can become emotionally invested in?
Yeah, well, I'll say this. You guys got a head coach that's willing to do anything and everything that within the rules to make this place great. And I would want to get in before we really get good. I would want to get in first and be a part of the buildup, because that's where we're going. The guys know that. That's the momentum. That's the vibes inside the building. That's what we're working for every day. But look for the events. Our schedule's on the website now. It's super easy to come to the matches. In the spring, we start on January 17th with a doubleheader against Omaha, and then we just hit the ground rolling. We got Memphis after that, and then we hit the road at Texas Tech, and then we got 4 or 5 really big out-of-conference home matches: Arkansas, Ole Miss, Oklahoma State, a few more as well before we get into the Big Ten season. And I mean, it's a packed schedule. A lot of great teams coming to town. We'll have 5 seniors on the team come January. It's going to be a great year. The guys are super excited, but tickets are free. Admission's always free. There'll be alcohol being served at the facility along with food, as always.
Which is not free.
That's not free. We're working on ways to take care of our sponsors, though. Now that we can start to do that. So if you do want to get involved with the program, there's definitely kickback and benefits with the school and also at the tennis facility when you come and watch. So we're trying to be as creative as we can. We're trying to give back as much as we can, but ultimately we're going to give back by having results on the court and the people, when they show up and watch us, they're proud of what they see. They see Nebraska. They see themselves in us when they watch us play.
It's going to be a great run, which is why we jumped in the pool and kind of identified those things. Coach, before we let you get out of here, we'll ask you your thoughts. Saturday night, blackout, USC Huskers. What do you got?
I heard the weather's going to be nasty. Give me the Huskers. I don't know, man. I don't know. For me, if you're going to play USC, you want some rain, you want some cold. Give them some of that Nebraska love. Give them a Nebraska hug when they walk into the facility. And man, Coach Rule's going to have those guys fired up, ready to go. Helmet to helmet, bang, clanging, pads clanging. No helmet to helmet. That's a penalty these days. But you know what I mean. We all black for the first time ever. Is that the first time ever we've been all black?
Is that what's the story on the all black? No.
I would at least think, they've done black uniforms before, but I think they're
blackout?
leaning into the blackout more so this time.
What are your thoughts on that? Do you do that for tennis?
I like it. I think you have the tradition. Not every school has as much tradition as Nebraska, so you have to honor that and lean into that too. But the guys want to look cool, and that's part of playing. It is part of playing well, is being able to look cool. So our guys have a blackout outfit as well. They have the traditional colors too. We don't get too crazy with it.
You know what I want for you? I need for you to go have a full Wimbledon day with the vest, like the cardigan vest, sweater vest with the Husker in on it. Just one day, just go full on the all whites with the red in and a cardigan sweater.
I'm more of a rough and tough guy than the Wimbledon style.
You go long. No, you could go Wimbledon. You could go long pants. You could go the old days.
But give me the Huskers, man. Give me the Huskers all this weekend. It's a statement game. I think we still have a chance to make the playoffs. I know that's I don't know if everyone's thinking like that. I know Coach Rule's not thinking like that, but this is a game where another chance to say, okay, we're making the jump right now. So
knocking off USC on national TV.
Let's go, Coach. Let's go, baby. Come on. Saturday night, it's on.
That's a big one. Coach, thank you, kind sir, once again for what you add, what you bring to the table. Appreciate you, brother.
Thanks, DP. Thanks, Bach.
Don't go anywhere. Adam Carricker, 12 noon to 1, Bach in the black shirt, old school, Rocky Russo, your weekly disrupt. Mark Manning, Jalen Reyes, Demorne Pearsonell, Chris Raff, and late night shenanigans with DP and Harrison. Man, long day, all the way to midnight here on the ticket.
Shopping for new flooring is different today. Getting your questions answered, making the right selection, getting the best value, and installed quickly and professionally. Visit ostreetcarpet.com or shop our store. We'll answer all your questions and help you make the right choice. You'll be enjoying your new floor in just days for less than you'd pay elsewhere. Carpet, vinyl, wood, laminate, tile, and area rugs. We've got it all.